Asia is renowned for producing some of the best and brightest students in the world. China, Japan, South Korea and Hong Kong are just a few nations whose rigid education system has been hailed for being results-oriented. But studies have shown that trying to make the grade can have a serious downside in some students, leading to depression and in some cases suicide. I'm Fauzia Ibrahim. On this edition of 101 East, we ask, what is the cost of Asia's academic success?
写这首歌是因为有一次啊，我在看新闻，然后在 Yahoo News 里面看到有一个南京的小朋友，因为他的妈妈逼他很厉害，然后他因为读书的问题啊，所以就压力好大这样，所以他就写了一首诗叫做《妈妈，我压力好大》。什么时候我能给自己放一个假？
Sisters Si Ching Tung and Ching Lui struck a chord when they uploaded their song onto the internet. It drew more than 100,000 views in 3 months and triggered a lively online discussion.
其实很多人就是看 YouTube 下面的留言，很多人都说他们的压力好大，然后我们的歌就是给他们说出了心声。
It's not hard to understand why. The sisters live in Hong Kong, an intensely competitive society where life moves at a relentless pace. The pressure to keep up is immense, and the pursuit of excellence starts at a young age.
一放学回家就要温习啊，然后吃饭以后也是温习，都是温习还有温习。我自己的成绩本来不是非常好的那种，如果我自己想要进大学的话，一定要加倍努力。因为如果进不到大学的话呢，出来工作的机会也会比较少吧。
Stephanie Eng is an impressive 14-year-old. At 3, she started piano. At 8, she was accepted into Hong Kong's Academy of Performing Arts. And at 12, she passed her grade 8 piano exam with distinction. All that on top of a long list of other activities.
On Monday, I have singing, and on Tuesday, I just recently signed up for basketball. For school, because this year my goal is to participate in more after-school activities. And on Wednesdays I have something called Scribbles, which is also a school activity, which is where you write essays or stories and you publish it in like a school newspaper. On Thursdays I usually have theory class, or maybe I just practice piano. And on Friday I have piano class and violin class. And on Saturdays, I have APA, which is piano class and choir. And after that, I have yoga. And on Sundays, I'm totally free and I get to do my homework or hang out with my parents and my friends.
Stephanie's father, Richard Eng, couldn't be prouder.
When I was young, I wanted to have the chance to play the piano, but because I was too poor, my home was very poor, I really liked playing the piano. So when I grew up and I decided to have a kid, I wanted him or her to play the piano well. So when she was 3 years old, I asked the teacher to come to teach her the piano and also me. So I played together with my daughter. But after 1.5 years, I gave up because I really couldn't keep pace with the progress. And so I stopped, but she continues and she plays very well today. These are all trophies and medals for Stephanie. She played the piano for the Hong Kong School Music Festival, yeah. And she got the champion and also the first runner-up and the second runner-up. Everything here. Stephanie joined a program held by EPGY about writing, and she joined the age group 13 when she was only 12. Yeah. And I'm really proud of her because it's very difficult to do this, and she got the highest mark. So after that one, she was awarded the summa cum laude, and the scholarship. It's not a very big sum of money, but this acts as a kind of encouragement for her, so she will write better. A phone.
Oh yeah! Oh no, Daddy!
It's okay, yeah.
Eng takes a hands-on approach to his daughter's education.
You have to memorize all the forms.
Personally teaching her French.
Il ne faut pas.
Take your time. Okay.
And overseeing her yoga practice in the evenings.
Very good.
He encourages me to try harder, which is good because I really want to will myself to try harder, and I do need some support for that.
What are these balloons on the ceiling here?
They are for Stephanie to reach, so she can grow taller. Grow taller and to warm up. Yeah, exactly. And the green one is her goal. Yeah, the green one is her goal. And actually, she can touch most of the balloons except for the green one and the purple one. Yeah.
Oh, I touched the bottom.
Very good.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah. Very good.
Never.
Short by 4 inches. You try. Yeah, okay. You'll touch it very soon. Okay.
Perhaps one day I'll be able to touch the green or purple balloon. Then, of course, yes, I will feel like I've gotten somewhere. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm doing this every day. Like if I just put the red balloon there and I could touch it every day, then I wouldn't have the motivation to make progress. So, yeah.
Stephanie, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a teacher like my daddy because he's awesome.
Folks, I know you're under great pressure because of the public exams, and you hear people saying a lot of things out there trying to give you a sense of security. But do you seriously believe that?
Stephanie's father is part of a phenomenon that's taken Hong Kong by storm.
You want teachers who expertise at teaching you concrete and essential skills.
Celebrity tutors. They're sleekly packaged, carefully marketed. Their image as important as their teaching methods.
Listen, think brilliant, think Beacon.
Eng co-owns Beacon College, a tutorial school with 15 centres and some 25,000 students. Business is so good, he's even seeking a public listing.
乜嘢叫 auxiliary verb 咧？嗱，呢個比較淺啲啊，中三問題啦。Can 啊、could 啊、may 啊、might 啊嗰啲咯 ，has、have、had 都得㗎。譬如 has done。
In Eng's classes, English lessons are taught in Cantonese. Its focus, examination techniques.
我想問邊樣嘢攞到分啫？嗱，呢樣嘢你係唔知喎。咁我話俾你聽啊，擺中間正啲嘅。我想我學生叻啲，你攞5星星同佢學啲嘢嘅。香港攞5星星嘅人大1.8% 至2%。
Eng's sessions are so popular, one classroom isn't enough. Students next door follow the lesson via a video connection.
喺個 participle 前邊咯，嗱，你望下邊，呢點係最值分嘅。
Despite his success as a tutor, Eng doesn't believe in tutorial classes for his own daughter.
I know it is ironic, and I think my decision is right. It depends on how you as a parent thinks about your kid. For example, I am teaching my students, okay, because their parents ask them to go to local schools. And if they are under the local school system, then they have to, I would say, to bear this kind of, pressure. Then I'm trying to help them. But if I decide for my daughter that, oh, you don't need to suffer this torture, okay, just go to international school, so I can be freer and you can be happier. 可唔可以又擺佢堂喺佢中間啊？唔得。
For Iris Sin, though, after-school lessons have been a fact of life for nearly 4 years.
Besides English, I also attend physics and math tutoring class after school.
啲字一樣，全部不變，即係類似經濟學上。
For Hong Kong students, they have to focus on their studies so much to get well prepared for their public exams and go to the university and earn more money for their future life. I just don't want to upset my parents, and even sometimes I say I have confidence to overcome all these difficulties, but I just still somehow will feel afraid.
Iris, it seems, is not alone. Studies show that Chinese students tend to be far harder on themselves than their Western counterparts. Assistant Professor Flori Ng has been researching cultural attitudes towards success and failure.
Chinese children, compared to European American children, said that they were less likely to feel happy and proud about their success and more likely to feel upset and ashamed about their failure. For European American parents, they may focus too much on helping their children feel good about themselves and not paying enough attention about their problems or their foibles. But for Chinese parents, they may focus too much on helping children improve their performance at the cost, perhaps, of children's emotions.
First in Chinese language, Teacher K, first in biology, physics, biblical knowledge, and 普通话. Boris Lai JT, first in mathematics.
It's not just parents who are pushing their children to study hard and do well. Schools play a part too. It's the start of a brand new term at Mansung College, and Principal Kubi Chan's welcome back speech reinforces the message.
Pursuit for excellence. When you are asked to do something, don't tell me, I have done it. When you say you have done it, ask yourself, is it in the best way or the best possible way or the perfect way? And discipline. It must begin before poor practices become habitualized and character is permanently bent and twisted. That's the reason why we would like all of you to observe school regulation and behave yourself, okay?
Discipline, perfection and excellence. It seems like a tall order. But Mansung has trained its students well.
紀律嘅重要性咧，就在於佢可以讓每一個學生啦去規管自己嘅行為，咁有自己嘅標準。
紀律咧係絕對重要嘅。咁中國人都有句説話：修身齊家，治國平天下啦。咁我覺得一定要做好咗自己，你先可以顧到更加多嘅嘢啦。
第時嘅人生亦都會面對好多嘅壓力，咁所以由我哋中學開始就開始去學習點樣面對呢啲壓力，對我哋嚟講都係一件好嘅事。
Being tense every day is no good, but being too relaxed is no good too. And so pursuit for excellence can go hand in hand with enjoying school life. If you can't catch up with what the teachers expect you to do, then you don't have the self-confidence. I don't think students without self-confidence will feel happy.
The new term may have just begun, but these students haven't had much of a break. They're taking university entrance exams in just a few months. Most, like Edwin Hui, spent their vacation hard at work.
我哋大家都未知道外面嘅公開試會有點樣嘅水準啦。咁我哋準備我哋自己嘅時候，其實我哋喺暑假開始都有一個學習嘅計劃啦。咁譬如話有一啲我哋翻嚟學校，有學校幫我哋去準備一啲上課班，就等我哋預先去讀好咗，之後1個月到嘅 教程，咁咧變咗我哋有更多嘅時間去準備我哋嘅溫習。
So now we have basic understanding towards globalization. Now can we look at a case study, a production of a football?
Hong Kong has regularly topped global rankings for maths and science subjects. But the focus now is on producing more well-rounded students.
Okay, it's good for some of you to highlight
The government recently revamped high school and tertiary education, and Lee Chuk-yu will be among the first to sit for exams based on a new curriculum.
But do you know, is there any difference between this one with a common football? Robin, can you answer this part?
A key element, liberal studies, aimed at discouraging rote learning and promoting more independent thought.
咁我覺得緊張就一定有嘅。咁首先就因為佢係一科新嘅科啦，咁冇人考過，冇標準答案嘅，咁係好着重你點樣去解釋你自己嘅論點啦。咁其實難咧就難在第一佢係喺同一件事上面咧，要你喺好多唔同嘅角度去分析，但係有時因為你未體驗過，你未必知道究竟喺嗰個角度係會有啲咩感受啦。
The pursuit of excellence can sometimes take a tragic turn. Hong Kongers were stunned when 23-year-old Wei Hui-ying killed herself in March 2010. Wei had been a scholarship student at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. She left a note saying she was stressed out about her studies. Professor Paul Yip from the Center for Suicide Research and Prevention says that while academic pressure can cause young people to contemplate suicide, it's those who can't keep up with the education system who are most at risk.
They drop out of the school system, they do not continue to go to the university, and then they come out and they couldn't find a job. I mean, for those who have a job, I mean, their suicide rate is not that bad. But it is those people who left the school, who couldn't find a more secure job. I mean, that's what we say, we fall through the crack. There's no net to connect these people up.
Among teenagers, the suicide rate remains fairly low. What's cause for concern, though? A survey showing that among Hong Kongers aged 15 to 19, some 28% have entertained thoughts of killing themselves.
Our school curriculum, I think, is still very much academically orientated, and such that in a way that I think is a lot of school time. I mean, they really focus on the academic development rather than their mental and social development. In a way that the students themselves, I think they have not have a lot of training and exposure and how to look after their non-academic work.
Okay, how about this story?
Some parents ultimately decide that academic success shouldn't come at the expense of their child's happiness.
This is wrestling. This is like a real organized sport. It's an Olympic sport, right?
Jakinson and Gladys Chan relocated from California to Hong Kong so their two girls could learn Mandarin. They applied for places in an elite local school.
It's like a lottery. You know, you have thousands of students fighting for that, 80 or 90 or less than 100 space in a little school. So, what can you do? You think your child is like super child? No.
Do you want to be wrestlers?
No.
Why not? Look. Self-defense.
I have you.
Both their daughters were accepted, but whilst their younger girl, Jamie, was able to adapt, her sister Casey struggled.
The school put a lot of pressure on you because of its reputation, and the Chinese there was really hard for me. People are always competing to be the best, and when other people always get much higher grades than me, I would feel really bad, and I would always think that I didn't do my best, even if I did.
The Chans decided to put Casey in a private school that doesn't follow the local curriculum.
Casey, come on.
They say she's thriving in her new environment.
As soon as she started, it was like, you know, I can't wait to go to school, you know, I'm so happy, I want to join the volleyball team, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that, and so it's a big difference.
They've also cut back on the girls' extracurricular activities.
I don't have that many activities after school compared to other people.
They're taking Putonghua classes, a math class, painting classes,
Guitar.
they
have guitar lessons.
tennis, and then what else? Spanish. Yes, that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Jamie is taking a
Percussion.
Percussion, yeah.
7. Yeah, that's really not a lot.
Not a lot, yes, exactly.
Do your parents stress you out?
Not really. They're nicer than other parents, I think.
They're more encouraging.
Yeah.
老婆，喂，小星星 ，Hello。嗱，開學第一日體驗下自然校嘅嚇，你早操啦。
For the truly unconventional, there's Gaia School. Here, there are no school uniforms, and students can pick their own nicknames.
自然學校總共有45個學生。
Principal Yip Chung Sing's curriculum encourages children to play and to develop their own identities.
大部分學生個問題咧，都係因為個學習壓力太大嘅原因，功課太多啦，太多個操練啦，或者老師喺個班裡面，佢唔係鬧佢嘅，總之佢鬧人咧，佢都會感到有壓力嘅。代表企起身講啊 ！A 2年班啦。
In a society obsessed with paper qualifications, Gaia is a radical statement.
A 定 C 啊？
There are no exams in the first 2 years of school, and homework is kept to a minimum.
答案係16個。第二題啦嚇！而家越嚟越多學校嘅學習嘅取向都係多啲操練啊、提早學啊，好多嘢都催谷啊。咁我哋就唔想一種咁嘅學校氣氛，我哋希望淡化嗰個互相競爭啊嘅嗰種學校嘅氣氛。 希望小朋友係學嘅互相學習。大家走嘅時候咧，唔好夾硬嚟啊！捉咗咧就去咗人哋嗰邊㗎啦。
Yip's ideas, though, are a little unorthodox for most Hong Kongers. For now, Gaia School only has 59 students.
冷泡麵今日唔使食喎。好啦，俾你啦。
Bonnie Hui, though, is a believer. Her son is starting primary 1 today, and she's here to help him settle in.
咁傳統學校讀嗰時，因為啲課程好緊密，小朋友成日翻嚟都係唔開心，又唔可以做到老師嘅要求，就算連我哋家長都俾老師鬧，即係話我哋冇好好咁督促啲小朋友讀書啊。咁我覺得小朋友除咗學習，其實佢生活好多嘢都要需要學嘅，咁所以自然學校係好適合我呢一個家長嘅喜歡啦。好啊，咁你收我把遮過去食啫喱啊！
Hui is speaking from experience. Her older daughter graduated from Gaia recently and is now attending a regular secondary school.
佢知道佢嘅成績係比普遍嘅小朋友係低啲嘅，但係咧佢就專心上堂，好中意翻學，自己起身冇遲到，病佢都翻學㗎，只要唔發燒佢就翻學㗎啦。咁佢仲有一個熱誠去學習，去追求知識嘅能力咧，令到佢個成績都唔錯。佢係上中一之後咧係考到第一嘅。
For most other kids in Hong Kong, life continues to be built around the themes of self-improvement and academic excellence.
So in traditional Chinese society, the way to climb the social ladder would be to do well in the public exam, right? To become officials. And I think this has somehow continued in the present day.
How much pressure is too much? It's a tough call.
Oh yeah!
One thing's clear though, Behind every busy kid is a concerned parent trying hard to give his or her child a leg up, a chance to get ahead of the crowd.